I've spent pretty much all of my career, it's about 20 years, in the automotive electronics industry. I started as a software and systems engineer at McLaren, and I migrated from the electronics division into the automotive division in 1999, where I worked on the SLR and moved on to the MP4, 12C, P1 and other new vehicles. After leaving McLaren, after 13 years, I joined Delphi, where I worked on engine ECU development for a year, supplying over 1 million ECUs to Volkswagen. I then moved on to London Taxi, where I was head of electrical systems for the next generation London Taxi. And then staying within the Geely group, I moved to Lotus, where I was director of electrical systems for the new Emira. I then left Lotus and I joined Gordon Murray Group as CEO of Gordon Murray Electronics, where I'm responsible for all electronics development for current and future electrical platforms. I'm now the co-founder of ZipCharge, where we're leveraging all those years of experience, whether it's in product development or technical development, to engineer the best portable charger there is. I fell into the automotive engineering industry by accident. After leaving university, I joined a company called Eurotherm Drives as a graduate, working on software for cigarette manufacturing machines. An interesting industry to work for. I developed some skills on a microcontroller from Intel, and that was a microcontroller that was just being introduced into engine control. And I was approached by a subsidiary of McLaren to see if I'd be interested in working as a software and systems engineer there, and that started my career. That move started my career into the automotive industry. I'd like to say I've got multiple greatest achievement. I'm very proud of the work we did on the McLaren Mercedes SLR project. If Carlsberg did automotive projects, that would definitely be it. I'm also very proud of being part of the team that engineered and launched the next generation London Taxi. Our work helps actually save people's lives in terms of less pollution in London. Oh yes, my biggest failure has been infotainment. It's, I often lovingly refer to it as infopainment. Okay? When you're pushing the boundaries of what you can possibly do in a certain domain, whether it's infotainment or any other domain of electronics engineering, it comes with risk. At McLaren, with infotainment, we tried to engineer a portrait infotainment system years before anyone else did. Unfortunately, that also coincided with the stock market crash of 2009, and 4 of our suppliers went bust. As a result, the quality of the unit was compromised, and that created problems when it came to launch. What did I learn from that? I'm absolutely process-driven and risk mitigation. As soon as you feel that something's not going quite right according to a plan that you have in place, you cannot hope that things will sort themselves out. You absolutely need to be working on mitigation activities from that point onwards, and you must never be afraid to make difficult choices in terms of who you work and who you do not work with. Best career advice was, I call it the Collins mantra, which is when you're in a bad situation, what do you do about it? So the Collins mantra from Ian Collins, who's one of my ex-bosses, is that you can change the situation, change yourself, accept it, or get out. Probably one of the best and most interesting domains in automotive engineering is electronics. There is literally A, no end in opportunities, and B, no end in there's no limit of what can be achieved. So I would say to anybody who wanted to enter the automotive industry to seriously consider automotive electronics and software, because these are the future of things that are driving progress and efficiencies in automotive, and I think it's a really, really exciting time. My ambition for ZipCharge is to be part of the team that develops a charging platform that is ubiquitous, that we can see everywhere, and that people actually get some practical benefits from, especially in terms of supporting people who just don't have access to off-street charging.